Real Talk San Antonio, and we're here to bring you a fun little show today.
Yeah, we got several topics today, starting off with
those crazy Stanley cups.
That is wild. So
the cups aren't crazy, but the people.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
The people are crazy. And then also talking about the old historical Brackenridge Park, some updates that you can be a part of.
Microsoft and their plans in the SA area.
Yeah. And then also nationwide, there's 2 zip code that has been ranked the hottest. So we gotta talk about that.
And then we've got our According to Pete for today.
Yes. And then also, there's some words that have been banished. We gotta talk about because I'm curious if it's some words that you actually favor. Or not.
Or not. Banished words.
Banished.
And then last but never the least is our Dare on Air.
Let's go. Alright.
Alright, Mario. Are you in the know on this whole Stanley Cup craze? Apparently it's like Black Friday for Stanley Cups.
Now I am.
I didn't even know that there was a Stanley Cup. Period.
It's wild. So apparently these ladies, Target released them, right? It's a pairing from Starbucks and Stanley Cup. And it's like, I guess what makes it so popular is that it's rare that these 2 pairings got together. It's like a one type of color and all this stuff. Yeah, but people were waiting in line, or they stayed up super late, or what? They got there early?
Yeah, so what they're saying is they started lining up at Target at 3 a.m. to be one of the first to get this, like, quencher. It's called the quencher, like it's a big sumo wrestler cup, but it's like 40 ounce cup.
Can you imagine the Target associate who's opening those doors, right? And you just get a rush of Karens just like coming in just for those cups.
Oh my
That is
God.
wild. I mean, we have a bunch of those cups too. Like, I mean, I'm a minimalist, you know.
Look at this.
And those gifts are given often, you know what I'm saying? So I find myself having to just like...
Oh, you purge them?
Purge. I'm a purger. Like, I want to have one specific cup and that's it. But, I don't know, man. I don't know about all that craze.
But lining up for one, I mean... Look, we have like a whole cabinet full, but we have a huge family.
Yeah.
Now, most of ours we have dropped, so they have like a dent on there. So I can understand people wanting to get a new one because maybe that dent annoys you or whatever when it sits down. But honestly, once you get one of these, it's like a forever cup. I mean, it's stainless steel, so...
But what are the odds? Like, do you think... So, do you... Okay, hold on.
They've been around for so long. Doesn't everybody have a gajillion already?
Yeah, but...
And it's so expensive. These cups are $50.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, think about the logic behind, like... Okay, what? You're gonna show it off? Or what? You're gonna think it's gonna add a value because, like, later it's gonna appreciate a value? Like, there's no...
Well, actually, some people are buying them and then just sticking them straight on eBay for hundreds of dollars, so they're making a huge profit.
Well, that's
if somebody is willing to pay for it. But apparently, I mean, if you put it up for sale, somebody wants it. Somebody's willing to spend the money.
You see, like, and the thing is, what's
nuts.
really weird is, like, maybe a collector or whatever the case is, but the idea of something potentially being like a value later on, it would kind of make sense, and but for a cup, I don't know.
And then the next fad comes out because this is already like the 2nd or 3rd collaboration, and I guess there's supposed to be more still.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna do? Like a St. Patty's Day cup in March, and they're gonna have a green one now. I mean, they did the red one in December. Now they're doing the pink one for Valentine's.
Yeah.
And what the next one's gonna be green, and then what's after St. Patty's Day?
I wouldn't like for a green cup.
Well, I mean, we're wearing green, so maybe.
I know. How do we always?
This is an accident, you guys.
This is like
we
2
don't
times
collaborate our clothing.
A little memo. Hey, wear green
weird.
today.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we had a green screen? It would just be floating as. Question for you: are you a Karen, and would you be willing to wait in line forever for one of these? Cool, amazing cups. So did you know that the historical park, Brackenridge Park, one of my favorite parks in San Antonio,
Yes,
is
so pretty.
Is due for a little bit of an upgrade, or at least a maintenance upkeep. And
I think something like that.
Yeah, and you can be a part of it. Let's chat about it. So actually today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Today they're having a public meeting, so people come together and have a say-so on what's going to be like coming up for the next changes in the whole Brackenridge Park. Updates or maintenance or whatnot. Because you have... have you listened to anything else?
I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to find the article. We got an article from the San Antonio Express News about all of this, and I wanted to give you all the details. Okay, so January 8th today, the meeting is at 5:30, so you have time to get there. It's going to be at the Tri-Point Center, located at 3233 North St. Mary Street.
Yeah.
So they're going to be talking about ideas of what to do with this space, because it's been underutilized. Some things are run down. They're talking about areas where water's supposed to run through for drainage, and it's all clogged up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like a battery of neglect going on there, and just a lack of smart utilization of the space, because it is downtown.
Yeah.
It's where our zoo is at.
It's like 400
Japanese
acres.
tea gardens.
Yeah.
You know, we want to show off those things in the most positive way, right? I mean,
sure.
those are some big benefits that our city has.
Absolutely, and there's like a lot going on down there that are just like it's more of a leisure area that should be taken care of, and the fact that it is historic, like it's how many years old? It's like
125 years old.
that's a long time. So we should be cherishing all of that, right? Mm-hmm. But this is what's really cool about this whole situation is that you literally have a say-so. Like you can go over there and actually talk about things that you have that have concerns,
ideas, opinions, all the things.
And let me tell you what
complaints about the freaking traffic there. Oh my God! The last time I went through there, I was sitting at the light I was like, am I on my 4th minute sitting here? What is going on? There's not that much going on that I should be waiting here this long.
Yeah.
And that is one of the things that this article cites as well, is that even the traffic is just kind of whack.
Yeah.
So it needs upgrades big time. So how should they go about it in the most beneficial way?
Yeah. You see, and that's the thing, is like I hesitate to say upgrades, because I don't know if it needs an upgrade. I think it just needs a good you know, like what is
refreshing reutilization of the space.
Absolutely, like get those the water filtered appropriately or whatever, like the drainage cleaned up. But also like there's a lot of like that little train that goes around. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. Like, have you ever been on that train?
Yeah, I think forever ago, but
but you see, that's a cool cute little thing you can do, and like you can have picnic areas. So just really just a lot of just upkeep. I think that would be great. But there is one of my all-time favorite little parks there that is just so amazing, and all it is just cement walls and big ass PVC pipes. Like, so like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I'll put a picture on it, but it's kind of a hidden park. You have to like kind of walk a bridge to get there, and it is amazing because it's so dangerous.
I love the trees out there.
Yeah.
I'm always like, so beautiful.
Yeah, they're big old trees.
Love it.
So there's a lot of things that that we can as a residents or whatever can actually have a say so on how we're moving forward to get this place taken care of, because I think it's important. It's important for us to kind of keep places like this intact and well maintained.
Yeah, I mean they're speaking about actually turning it into a federally designated national heritage area, and that would be the first one in Texas.
Yeah.
And I think that would be appropriate because of the indigenous, the people who used to live here before we all did, and that would be a good way to honor them, and the fact that this was their land for thousands of years. I mean, I think that would be good too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe not every single bit of it, but a good portion of it I think
for sure
should be.
Like even the Japanese tea garden, like that's a free thing. Like you can literally just go in there. But that
so
has
gorgeous.
some,
Okay, I got a question for you guys. Who has done photos there?
I actually got engaged there.
My brother got engaged there.
Really?
My daughter's Sweet 16 photos were done there. Let's see what else. We did little photo shoots there with my daughters just for fun, but
it's beautiful, but that in
really
itself
gorgeous.
has a really cool history, like has this historical about like the family that got there and all that. So
that's
it's really nice. It's a really cool thing. And
I love our city. We have so much.
So much
culture.
Much
beautiful culture and history.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're the best city. I'm sorry, everybody else, but San Antonio has the best. city. So just to give you a little bit more information about these meetings, they're going to be sequential. So the next one after the 8th will be on the 30th.
Nice.
The 8th is just going to be gathering information, ideas, kind of, I guess, building committees and things like that. But there's actually already a committee that is formed. However, they're just going to be trying to get as much input from the community as possible. So if you do miss today, there will be another opportunity to be heard, but definitely get involved in whatever way you want.
Yeah, so question for you, just out of here, free form, right, where this is a chat too. So what changes or what upkeeps would you like to see at Brackenridge Park as well? I mean, it can be really anything, just let us know down below.
Do we like economic growth in San Antonio?
Mm-hmm.
We don't. Keep it all the same. Keep it all the same. Microsoft at one time brought us a $1 billion data center.
Nice.
And now they're bringing us 2 more to the tune of around $200 million each.
But what does it all mean, Basil?
This is good news for our economy, man. We're growing. We're going to have more opportunities for our construction industry, who is going to build these massive structures. I mean, it's wonderful news. They're all going to be in the northwest side area. So one is going to be close to SeaWorld and one is going to be off Petranco.
Yeah.
So this is like awesome news, because not only are we going to need people to fill positions once they have these built, but getting them built is going to bring that money to our economy and stimulate more growth in our housing market as well. I think one of the areas you pointed out that is actually one of the hottest zip codes in the U.S.
Yes, and that's going to be, it's pretty awesome. And it's growing, like that whole area is growing exponentially, which is right. Like I think for them to be building that area just builds confidence. Like, and it's a regurgitation of what we've been talking about, how San Antonio is growing. There's promise and like the equity that can be built in the housing market and all that. Well, for Microsoft, such a big company, be like, okay, let's invest another $2 million and let's go ahead and establish this new building and new, like, they have so much more confidence in there. So that just tells you, hey, we're moving in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? There's just growth on top of growth. So not only does it develop more opportunities for jobs, right? But those people are going to want to have housing closer to their work. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's
shorter commutes.
Yeah, shorter commute. Just is actually really it's a very positive thing. And one thing on the article, if I remember clearly, it said that they're one of the buildings, they're just repurposing the building, so they're remodeling everything like that. And so I actually had a kind of a concern, not a concern, but I had like a discussion with a commercial agent a while back, how brick and mortar. Like, I'm curious where that's going, because how Amazon and all that, we kind of talked about that in one of our episodes. But to hear that they're coming and doing that, they're actually refurbishing or reusing or repurposing a whole building, is actually pretty cool too, because then it also saves space for any other buildings that come out here or anything else for more housing and stuff like that. But either way, like, I think overall it's all just a positive thing. Are you excited for Microsoft? Do you think that's a good play? Do you think it adds confidence to our market? Who of our local zip codes have been ranked hottest in the nation?
Ooh.
Which ones? Let's chat.
John, tell me about it. Tell me about our first hottest zip code. What is it?
So this actually came from our people out in Open Door Technologies, LLC.
Do we like them?
Man, as a
we don't like them. But anyway,
that's
sorry.
A whole. I mean, this is.
We'll do an episode about that later on.
However,
we'll give you all the tea.
They actually had, like, they do their numbers. There's actually one thing I do appreciate about them, though, is that they do have these really, really interesting studies. You know, DEMS, Zillow.com, Realtor.com, like all these companies, they're actually the corporations. They actually have so much more resources, right? So they're actually pulling these great studies. But so these 2 zip codes, they're stating that they're amongst the hottest nationwide in 2023, right? Which I think they're going to creep into 2024, especially after we just finished talking about Microsoft going towards like the west side. Did you just?
Wait, what's that?
Especially after talking that how just finished talking about Microsoft coming over to that side of town. It's landing in that zip code, so it's only gonna make it hotter. Yeah, it's like your foot landed on that desk. But so the zip codes are this. So the first one, which is 78130. 78130. That's over there in New Braunfels, right?
Yeah.
New Braunfels is like in general like just a nice popular area, and that whole area is expanding pretty well, you know.
Yes, it certainly is.
Yeah, for sure. So that's cool. And the other one is 78253, which is
right by SeaWorld.
Right by where Microsoft is doing their thing, guys.
Right
so,
by us.
Yeah, it's right by us. So it's super, super exciting the fact that that's getting acknowledged for growth. And I just don't see it going anywhere else for a while. You know, there's still a lot of space here in San Antonio and in this area, especially going out to Petranco and 1604, blah, blah, blah. Everything over there, Marbach, all that there's still a lot of room for growth and a lot of space for new housing. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. Now, one thing I did like to do though too, right, is we're not going to talk about zip codes and houses without talking about numbers, right? Let's just find out what the home values are in those areas. So InfoSpark states that the average home values, the median sales price is actually going to be for 7253 is $323,000. That
sounds right.
That sounds about right. But okay, so this was kind of surprising because I thought New Braunfels was going to be way more expensive. It's literally only almost $10,000 more, $334,000.
Wow.
Right.
That throws me off too because I was expecting
like
higher too.
But nonetheless, just a quick little like fun fact, we were talking about Microsoft and it happened to be the same zip code. The fact that it's been one of the hottest in the nation. Guys, we're in a good market. So just wanted to throw it in there.
Stuff is moving.
Stuff is moving.
That's awesome. Let me ask you something. What product do you think we actually sell more of than any other state in the United States? It's going to throw you off.
Tamales?
That might be true. I don't know that that's wrong. But that's probably true.
What is it?
Tejano music?
Hey.
That's probably true too.
Yeah.
Wool. We sell more wool.
No way.
Yeah, according to Pete, we sell more wool than any other state in the United States.
I would think that it would be.
Where are all the sheep at? I never see sheep. I see goat all the time. Cows.
That's so interesting. I would have never thought that.
All right, question for you guys. Do you have any sheep? Are you selling wool on the side? What's going on?
Oh my goodness. Thanks, Pete. I love your fun facts.
Has your favorite word, been banished this year? Every year, Lake Superior State University comes out with a list of words that they are putting the banish on. They've been doing this since 1976. Have you heard of this?
This is the first.
Why have you been living under a rock? Want to check out these banished words? Because you can't use them after this. You got to put them down, you got to put them away, and throw them away.
And right? I think some of these should have been gone
banished a long time ago.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Are you guilty of using it recently?
All right.
Hack.
Yes.
I'm guilty too.
I use that one. Yeah.
I do.
Okay, the second one is impact.
Impact.
That doesn't sound like. I mean, it impacted me.
I guess it's come out in the news a lot. Like.
Oh, that's such a huge impact. I don't know. I don't understand.
It's kind of meh. Whatever. Yeah. At the end of the day, that whole phrase. At the end of the day.
I say that too many times. Like, well, look, at the end of the day, blah, 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 blah. I say that a lot. So, damn it. Now I have to think of a new freaking phrase.
Later today.
At the end of the night. Let's get next one is Riz. So.
I don't even know what that means. What's that?
What I learned about, first of all, this is kind of a newer thing.
Okay.
What I learned about this one, what I was told was that it's short for charisma.
Oh.
Like,
you got the riz.
Yeah, you got the riz. Like, you got charisma. I don't know if that's true or not, but that was very clever. If that's the case, then that is clever and that deserves a space.
So it's new, but Lake Superior is like, nah, it's new, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, I think people just... It's also weird. Like, oh, you got riz.
Oh, you got riz.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you got the riz.
You got the riz.
Slay. Slay is out. You can't say it anymore.
Honestly, I've never used that word in my life.
Me neither.
And all the pictures, slay.
It feels very like only certain people use that word.
Yeah.
Teenage girls.
Get out of here.
You can't do it no more.
Iconic?
Iconic. Oh, that is so iconic. Oh my gosh. Oh.
I mean,
iconic.
I've never used it.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Cringeworthy.
Cringeworthy.
I've used that probably once in my life.
But I've been hearing it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying.
But that one rolls off the tongue a little easier. That's a little cringeworthy. It makes more, yeah. Okay.
I could, maybe the negativity with it is just kind of meh. Let's let go of all that negativity.
Yeah.
You know?
Obsessed.
Obsessed much?
Yeah.
Obsessed.
I use that
I'm
one.
so obsessed.
You're so obsessed with those
gosh.
Stanley cups, Karen.
But side hustle. It's a little played out, right? Like everybody who's pushing a product or trying to bring you into their pyramid schemes are like, hey, you need a side hustle.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's just a little sold out already, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly that way ain't going nowhere because this is the century of entrepreneurship, so people are always gonna have side hustles. Wait for it. This next word is.
Wait for it.
It's wait for it.
Wait for it. That comes out, I think, on a lot of like social media, like in reels and stuff like that.
Yeah,
wait for it, you know, and it's like.
Do I have to though?
No, wait till the end.
Get your shoes together.
Just take off my shoes. Now that we know what words are banished, Merriam-Webster actually added 690 words.
And we're going to talk about all of them.
Let's go! Would you guess that Riz is one of the ones they added to the dictionary? Some of these things are acronyms. It's just like, what? This is added to the dictionary?
I wonder what it takes to get a word. Like, I guess people just say it enough.
Yeah.
Riz.
Like, it becomes part of the, just our language, right?
Yeah.
So they have to add it.
Yeah. It's a noun, and it's slang for romantic appeal or charm. So, yeah, charisma.
Yeah.
I hope that's it, because that's a really cool thing. You know what we should do? We should create a word of our own, right? Let's create a word of our own, chat, and let's see if it becomes popular.
Real Talk San Antonio, so Ritza.
Ritza.
Come join us on Ritza.
Oh, but it has to be a word, like.
That is a word.
No, like a noun.
But all of these, like, they have phrases, they have acronyms in here. It's ridiculous. It's Ritza. Ritza is ridiculous.
But then you're saying we're ridiculous?
We are.
We are ridiculous. Okay, hold on. What would you guys... Let's do Ritza. That's hilarious.
I love it.
I love it too. What should we, like, what should be the noun? Should it be the meaning? Should it be like, you got Ritza? Or that's Ritza? Or...
You know what? I think Ritza to me means having fun with the real facts that are presented in life, you know?
Oh, so if someone's being real, they're being...
Ritza. But we're having fun with all the real stuff in life. Like, we're talking about all these real things that sometimes are hard to talk about, right? Sometimes they're tricky, sometimes they're economic, you know, sometimes they're with our community. But we're real, but we still have fun with it, no matter what. And that is the key to life. No matter what's going on, you just have fun with it.
I feel like it would be a ringer, like Ritza.
Ritza.
Like if someone says a fact, you'd be like, Ritza.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Word! Guys, let's make it happen.
Add
Ritza.
it. Come on. Hashtag Ritza down there.
Hashtag just make it.
RTSA Ritza. Tell us down below, what words do you think need to be banished and what words should or should not be added to the dictionary this year, y'all?
Time for the
Dare on Air.
And it's your turn.
I gritoed the grito of all times.
Yeah, that was actually a really good grito.
I surprise myself sometimes.
I'm a nerd.
Add that to your dictionary. knock down the whole thing. You have to do all the dares.
You have to watch.
It was wobbling, y'all.
Ooh! You're up, Buttercup.
No. Oh. Please don't fall.
Oh, that's really shady.
Yes!
What is happening? No.
Yes.
Alright, so the dare is this. She got number 10, and now she has to do the iconic Michael Jordan jump.
Whew.
This is gonna be interesting. Don't break an ankle. Let's go. Natural born athlete you are.
Such a liar.
Bro,
Oh,
you have
you have
accuracy.
the
You
lights.
keep getting my freaking eyeball.
Jordan ain't got nothing on me.
I ain't got nothing on you. We're gonna take him off and put you on the shoe
Yeah.
for Nike.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be the Requejos now.
Guys, thank you all so much for watching and sticking with us. For those who are chatting with us every Monday at 11 a.m., you guys are the trooping champ. Trooping champ? I'm gonna say y'all are troopers.
The true heroes.
Thank you.
You are Ritza, man.
Ritza.
You're Ritza.
Ritza.
We love you guys and we
Yes.
appreciate you. And thanks for putting up with our shenanigans. 'Cause
Yes.
we know we're silly. Whatever.
It is
We're
what it
having fun.
is.
We're Ritza.
At the end of the day, I'm just kidding. If you have any topics that you guys want us to cover, or you have any questions or whatnot, you can always leave them in the comments below. You can also send it to our email so we can go ahead and make sure we tackle that for you and bring you a more in-depth discussion of that specific topic.
Absolutely. All right. Till next week. See ya.
Bye.
いのはですね、すごい、すごい。